Hi everybody, hola a todos, guten tag, bonjour. Je m'appelle Robert Vendetta. If you didn't know, my name is Robert Vendetta, and I'm here to talk about this. My album, which is released 24th of April, digitally, and then of course, if you want a copy of this, let me know. Put it in the comments below. I have to say, I'm really proud of this album. On this one, as always, I'm a lucky guy. I get to work with a lot of great people that know how to do their job. So like this one, it's mastered by Chris Sansom. I mean, come on, the one and only mastering guy in Norway. And I got to mix the album along with a friend of mine called Album Hooml in my hometown, Mandal. He has built a studio there, and he's just like, we're just like a perfect match, because you know, I come with my experience, he has his, and he caught on the vision of this album like really early on, because you know, I wanted it to be a bit gritty and massive and full of energy, and you know, and he caught on that. And of course, the people playing on the album, Kjetil on drums, Brynjar on bass, on 3 songs. I would let him play on 3 songs. And then Markus on percussion, and Ingvild Lene Marie did the backup vocals. They did an amazing job. You know, I wanted to make an album that was, you know, thought of from song 1 to song 12, that it was like this kind of, I don't know how you say, like just, you know, dramaturgi, hva er det på engelsk? I wanted to make an album that was, you know, like whole, so that the songs would fit into the wholeness of an album this time. And I also focused a lot on lyrics, so I worked with some of my friends that know English, you know, really well, to just like, because I wanted to tell stories. That was important about this album, that the lyrics, you know, made sense for people that speak English, you know, as the first language. So that was important. The songs on this album, 12 songs, starts off with a ballad called Checkmate, which is about one of the people I've been lucky to work with, that I respect a lot, because she's worked really hard to get where she is. I mean, she's gorgeous, of course, but that's not why I like her. It's just like this thing about her that, you know, she can take a room like nobody else. So I wrote a song just to tell her, like, you know, I really think you're cool. Second song, Diamond, you know, the song is about losing faith and regaining faith by somebody telling you that what you once believed in is stupid or something like that. And then song number 3 is probably my favorite on the album. It's called Beacon. It's about getting a grip, you know. Basically that you can have a lot of people around you that want to help you, but if you're heading in the wrong direction, the only one who can actually turn is yourself. Song number 4 is Devil's Finest Art, which is, I think, bitterness, jealousy, stuff like that. So I wrote a song about that. What I forgot to say is, what's different about this album from the last album was focused on things that I had experienced. This album is also focused, you know, I wanted to find these stories. So I had to go outside of myself. You know, some of the songs are based on things that I experienced, but also things that I saw other people experience. So this album isn't just about my story. There's a lot of stories from a lot of different people. And even things that I haven't seen, I haven't experienced, but you know, I read about, or like concepts. So I think as a lyricist, I've developed into not just focusing on myself, but you know, the broader picture, and you know, stuff that you see in media, for example. Next song, Local Threat, is about, you know, the voice in your head that tells you you're not good. You should stop doing this. Get yourself a normal job. You're no good. You know, you should just be normal. Stop believing you can be something else, something different, something fantastic, whatever. And then comes Out of My League, which is a title song, which I wanted to, this is a perfect example of how I would change as a lyricist, because I wanted to write a song about a certain theme. I've never done that before. I always, you know, write songs, playing the piano and finding lyrics as I go. But this song was the first one where I actually had a vision for the song before I started writing it. And the vision was, I want to make a song about moving up, because I experienced, we play a concert and there's like this great connection with the audience, and it's a really grateful thing to do because I can tell by the reaction of the audience, we're doing something good. And I just wanted to write a song about, come on, I want to get on a bigger stage, I want to show this to more people. And I did it in a song about a working class guy who wants, to date an upper class girl, which in some areas is not what you're supposed to do, maybe. At least that's what the concept of the song is. But he goes ahead and does it anyway. 7 is like this really, I was not sure whether I would put it on the album or not, because it's a classical piece. It's a string quartet that I wrote and I've been wanting to record like for 9 years. It was a school assignment. I got an A, and my teacher called me after we had the exam and said, you should celebrate. So I knew it was good. I wanted to record it with a string quartet. I got to do it. It's a dream come true. So I just figured, okay, I'll put it on the album. And I actually played it for one of my friends, and he just got silent. And I was like, is it that bad? And then he told me he got silent because it was the most beautiful thing he'd heard in his life. And I was just like, oh, that's good. When people tell you stuff like that you know why you're doing what you're doing. Song after this is This Dance, which is basically about like a jealousy relationship between 3 people. Like you have a couple and you have the third person who wants to be with them both and does her best to destroy the relationship between the 2 of them, if that made any sense. The giveaway lyric is, of course, I wasn't hers, so she did make sure that you would not be mine. Then we have Mountains, which started off, I wrote it many years ago as like this Leonard Cohen kind of song. I worked a lot on the lyrics. I had the epiphany at 2 a.m. in the morning, got out of bed and just finished the lyrics in I think 2 minutes or something, because it was Eureka, now I know how the lyrics should be. And it's kind of like a happy song. It's about 2 people in a miserable position, but seeing each other, they lift themselves to a happy level. And then you have Saint, which is basically about somebody cheating in a relationship and the relationship never regaining its strength after that. And it's my Santana moment. I get to do Santana always talks about that one note. So I get to do that in that song. And then you have Broken, which is a song I wrote seeing a friend in an abusive relationship. I wrote it on a Steinway grand piano we have upstairs up above the studio, which I love. It's like an amazing grand piano, and it was like one of those 5-minute songs, you just started playing and you have the lyrics and the melody and everything all in once, and then you just have to polish the rough diamond, if you may, and it became that song. And finally you have Perfect, which I always call my Julio Iglesias song. I think there's just something about it that's kind of like Julio Iglesias, and he's great, so. But it's about, and the theme is kind of like what Julio Iglesias always or often sings about, being in a position where you're in a miserable relationship, you're going to lose the girl or whatever. And this song is about trying to hold on to that girl and not seeing that she's treating you really, really, really bad. So you have that, and you have 2 small piano pieces. One after Out of My League is called Blüthner 1917. It was originally called Chaplin, and I wrote it at a friend's. I visited a friend's mom actually, and I wrote it on her piano in Risør actually. And the one after Perfect is called Steinway 1926, which is when the piano was built, the grand piano, and I wrote it on that piano, and it's pretty new. So there you have it, the whole album and the story. I hope you like it. I have to say I'm proud of this, and it's been a while, it's 3 years it took to make this album, or to get it released. So we put a lot of work into it. I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, please let me know. Tell me in the comments below what you think about this album. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Muchas gracias. Merci beaucoup. Hvala lijepa. Vielen Danke. Yes. So that's it. I'm still wearing blue socks. Bye.